So, I'd like to start going over the stuff that I actually had planned for tonight, which was getting out of disadvantage. I had no idea that Cloud was going to get buffed, obviously. The only disadvantage that I'm really going to cover is being above your opponent. I'm not going to cover recovering and stuff like that, because that's going to be something completely different. Here's the thing about people who jump every 2 seconds. You're getting gimped, and you're going to lose. And it's like what I see everyone doing, especially in the Cloud Ditto, like when I have Clouds on here. It's like, oh, I got hit. Oh my, I can't believe that just kills. Oh, I got hit. I'm just going to jump. I am going to start an arena pretty soon, and what I'm probably going to do is just critique how people are in disadvantage. Well, okay, this is what I'll do first. Because I don't have 2 people here, I can't really tell you, I can't really show you everything that I'm going to do in the moment, but we'll probably start an arena, and I'll be able to help a bit. So first of all, fast fall air dodge, or just like, yeah, just neutral air dodge in general is broken. I don't know if you guys know. That's broken, dude. Like, it doesn't really have any lag. I don't know if anyone, like, why people don't use this, but like, through all that space, you're just invincible. So that's one thing. Whether it be a bi-weekly tournament or it's about a specific topic where then I host an arena and I commentate to try to give everyone advice, or we have a specific matchup that we're discussing. We have one every single Wednesday. So other than just jumping, what can you do out of this jump? You still have an air dodge, hopefully. So you have to mix up what you're doing. What if someone hits you off the stage? Are you just gonna jump back into your opponent and go for an aerial? No, you fool! Stop doing this. Stop. Unless your opponent is not punishing this at all, stop just jumping on stage again, like, and then going in for something. Because your opponent most of the time is just gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna hard punish you. Because I can read that because I play the game. So another thing, when you're above your opponent, and I made a whole video about this, is wave bounce cross slash. So if a character without good airspeed is trying to keep you in disadvantage or something like that, you don't necessarily have to go to the ledge every single time. When do I want to recover high rather than low? You feel like you get punished every time you go high. That's because you're wasting your other jump and you're like, oh, they're never going to punish me. They can, like, more characters can edge guard you high than they can low half the time. Like, if you're going to do this, it's best to, like, meet them in the air with a nair or something. So one other thing that you can do is I made an entire video on this, and some Clouds still don't use it. But it's wave bounce cross slash, spoilers. If someone is above you, use this. So you can completely mix up your opponent on where you're going. Then you should practice it. Because, like, what if you're going here and then you just do that? Also, you can put out, like, a nair if you're behind them, and it'll hit them. You got it. It's hard to do right off the bat. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I'm good at wave bouncing is because I played Lucas in Smash 4, and I did wave bounce PK Fire. I do have a full video on this tech on my YouTube channel, which you should be able to find in the info panels below to see the full video, though it does not go over the inputs. I'm probably going to go over the inputs for it once I do the actual Cloud guide, like the full guide. So because of the fact that you can, like, do it more than one time in the air too, you can juke them like twice. You don't, this is just like a higher level thing that you can practice. Like, I'm not saying Cloud needs this, but I'm saying it's another tool that a lot of characters have that Cloud players just don't do. I always see, like, Lucina's and Marth's doing the wave bounce side B, like just the Dancing Blade 1 and stuff like that, and I'm like, that can be applied to Cloud. You can also pressure with it over here, so. Can I do the what? When will we do an arena where you critique us? I will be doing one probably in like 5 to 10 minutes. I just have a couple other things to go over with the disadvantage. I mean, I wish he got more distance with them as well, but I feel like the distance that he does get is useful. Especially, like, you can also do this when, like, when recovering like this. So I am gonna do an arena, and based off of the stuff, just the little advice that I just gave you, I want you guys to experiment with that. We don't have any extra, like, crazy stages that we made. It's just gonna be regular stages. So guys, anyone can join right now. Eventually, I am gonna start a voice chat. Let me put the arena ID in the chat. We just went over, like, everything, like, all of my advice, or some of my advice, quick stuff to do in disadvantage that isn't jumping. And I'm strictly talking about being above your opponent, for the most part. I'm not talking about recovering, because that's going to be another night. I'll play one, or whatever, and then I'll hop into the spectator stands and start analyzing. Try not to jump as much. Oh my god, that up smash. We have an up smash. We have an up smash. Alright, I jumped out of disadvantage. I lose. See, what happened there is you literally jumped out of disadvantage like 6 times in a row. So I'm just gonna space around it. And it's what a lot of Clouds do, is they'll just jump out of every single hit. Well, it's not about being bad, Ninja, it's about getting better. Just because you lost to me doesn't mean you're bad. I mean, the Cloud Guide, yeah, the Cloud Guide that we're working on is, yeah, the Cloud Guide is something that we are working on, though it is a tedious process. So again, try not to jump out of disadvantage as much. Stop trying to jump out of disadvantage. There we go. Yo, thank you for the 106 bits, Zem. Not jumping out of disadvantage there gave, I'm sorry, this person, Ben, the advantage. Oh my god, up smash! See, jumping out of... See, here's the thing, is a lot of people try to jump out of disadvantage, like, when they're trying to, like, jump onto stage. They're like, I have to, like, down air onto the stage or I'm gonna die. So now that I'm not playing, I'll be able to actually analyze a little bit further. What are we supposed to do out of disadvantage? Try your best to do other options that aren't jumping. So a lot of people, like, Clouds too, is they'll do, like, jump dare, and while jump dare is a pretty good move to go for, if you're using it on stage and your opponent isn't doing anything, then a lot of the time they're just going to outspace it, wait on the ground, pivot back forward, and hard punish you for it. Well, that's... yeah. Yeah, but using like dash attack and up smash to catch stuff on ledge now is just so much better. See, that was a little bit better, Vong. Instead of opting to go for the jump there, using your other options. Now, I'm not saying the jump is never a good option, but I'm saying it's all I see that Cloud players are doing. That's a good option right there. Like, right there, for example, Va, you did not need to jump and throw out a hitbox to survive. And keep in mind, guys, I'm only trying to analyze disadvantage here. That would have been the time to do a neutral air dodge. When your opponent is directly below you like that. Neutral air, like fast fall to neutral air dodge would have been perfect for that, and then the other Cloud actually would have been a disadvantage because you have no lag going for that. There was no reason for you to use your jump so quickly, Daedman. I know you got away with it, but there was no reason for it. Because what if he did hit you on your way down after the jump? What Ben is doing, like automatically going for the down air, it is pretty hard to react to right away if you're already jumping. So you want to try to space around it, adapt to it, and go for the back air, for example. Directional air dodge isn't usually a good option, and if you're going to go for the neutral air dodge, a lot of the time it's better for you to go for the fast fall before you do. Oh my goodness, Cloud is buffed. Cloud is a buffed boy now. I cannot believe my eyes. Don't jump immediately. See, Daedman, that was actually not necessarily good, just because you could have gotten hit for it pretty bad. I don't think that jab was intentional. Well, see, jumping out of disadvantage isn't always bad, but, like, if you're using it, like, every single time, then your opponent is gonna catch on to it, which is why I'm saying try not to use it, and then when you do use it, you're gonna be like, oh, yeah, and you want to use it for the right reasons, because you're so used to, like, finding other ways around disadvantage that... Also, to be fair, Cloud is pretty good in advantage state, so... You were still jumping onto the stage a lot of the time. I was analyzing you as you were playing. I don't know if you actually heard it or not, but a lot of the times you were using your jump like really high up for no reason, and if you happen to get hit out of it, then you go towards the edge of the stage, and that's just no good. Also, if you're like jumping dare on the stage like that isn't necessarily always a good option. Don't jump out of disadvantage, no reason. All right, going for the immediate hit. Another thing, you don't have to necessarily do anything in disadvantage until you see them move. You don't want to be doing stuff like out of panic. This is one thing, like it's all about flow, not doing things out of panic. That was good. I don't think I'm gonna run into many Byleths at my local, I'm not gonna lie. That was a good way to get out of disadvantage there. Scissors, not immediately going for the jump to try to jump on with the hitbox like so many Clouds do. You would have gotten destroyed by Limit Cross Slash if you did. No, that's exactly what I was talking about, Scissors. Don't do what you just did. Because you could have just gotten back aired if he was ready for it. And lost the stock. Same thing with what Mad Ben just did there. Same idea. You don't necessarily really want to be doing that just because people can punish it really hard. This is more of a neutral thing, but your opponent is jumping because he wants you to jump. A lot of the time. Oh yeah, that's gonna get outspaced. Man, I want to listen to some other music. All right, I guess I have to put the Gene hat back on now. God damn, dude. So demanding. So demanding. Random, you don't have to jump out of disadvantage every time. You're jumping out of disadvantage every time. Okay, there you go. Going for a hitbox instead. Random, you should be taking advantage of stage control there and trying to pressure on ledge a little bit further without panicking. You had the right idea towards the end, but you immediately threw out the Limit Cross Slash. Bad, don't do that. Do not. Stop. This is a habit that you need to break. I hate to break it to you, but this is a habit that you must break. You're jumping out of disadvantage and going for a hitbox 9 out of 10 times you're in disadvantage. And you had the right idea, Random, because you were trying to punish the same thing that you do against him, but you would have to space it a little bit better. It's safer to jump back and try to back air, at least against Cloud. Am I helpful for people? Look at that up smash! If you guys haven't gotten a chance to join the arena yet, definitely do so to get some games in. Ah! Why? This man was charging up smash. He says, I'm gonna air dodge into it! So, yeah, so Ninja, stop calling yourself trash. Don't have that mindset. It's all about learning. I want you to look back on this VOD, hear out what I'm saying, hear what I'm saying, hear it out, and try to make those improvements. Habits are really hard to break. Ugh, I meant to go for the second one. See how I was trying to punish jump out of, like, I failed punishing the jump landing a couple times, but the majority of the time I was punishing jumping in for disadvantage.